Last night at 11:47, Sarah clicked buy now on a sunrise lamp she didn't need. Woke up at 6:18 this morning, checked her bank app, felt her stomach drop. $13 left until Friday. The lamp, still sitting in a box by her door. Third one this month. Your ancestors survived saber-toothed tigers and ice ages. You can't survive a TikTok scroll without emptying your wallet. Here's what they won't tell you. Every app on your phone is a digital hunting trap. And you're not the hunter, you're the prey being slowly bled dry. While you think you're casually browsing, billion-dollar algorithms are tracking your weakest moments, studying when you're tired, when you're lonely, when your caveman brain stops thinking and starts clicking. By the time this ends, you'll know exactly which traps are bleeding you, how they hijacked the survival instincts that kept your ancestors alive, and the three-step protocol one guy used to go from compulsive clicker to someone who actually checks his balance without panic sweating. Your great-great-great-grandfather survived by recognizing danger. He saw tracks in mud, heard branches snap, smelled predators upwind. His brain was wired for one thing: detect the threat before it kills you. That same brain is inside your skull right now. Same wiring, same instincts, same fear responses. But here's the brutal part. Modern retailers studied those instincts like hunters studying migration patterns. They know exactly when your defenses drop. Think about the last thing you bought online that you didn't plan to buy. Go ahead. I'll wait. Got it, now answer this. Did you buy it during your lunch break? Late at night before bed? Right after a frustrating day at work? Research from Bankrate shows Americans spent $71 billion on impulse buys from social media in just 1 year. Not million, billion. That's not accidental scrolling. That's systematic extraction. Nearly half of social media users admitted they've bought something they saw on their feed without planning to. And 68% of those people, they regretted it later. But here's where it gets darker. The average person makes an impulse purchase at least once a month. Some people, 11% of men, nearly 5% of women, do it every single day. Every single day, like clockwork, like a trap resetting itself every 24 hours. Your phone isn't just showing you products, it's hunting you. Ancient hunters used 3 types of traps: the scarcity trap, the social proof trap, and the instant reward trap. Every single one is embedded in your shopping apps right now. Trap 1, the vanishing food supply. In the cave days, if you saw a wounded mammoth, you didn't wait until tomorrow to hunt it. It'd be gone, dead, eaten by something faster than you. Your brain evolved to jump on scarce resources immediately or starve. Amazon knows this. So does TikTok. So does every platform draining your account right now. Only 3 left in stock. Lightning deal ends in 47 minutes. Limited edition, once it's gone forever. Your rational brain knows there's probably a warehouse in Ohio with 10,000 more. But your caveman brain, it sees that wounded mammoth limping away, and it screams, click now or lose forever. Studies show products labeled as scarce are rated more desirable than identical items without scarcity tags, even when shoppers know better. Your amygdala, the part of your brain that handles fear, literally lights up when you see those countdown timers. You're not excited, you're stressed. And stressed brains don't think, they react. Trap 2, the tribe says it's safe. Cavemen who ignored where the tribe ate. They died. Poisoned berries, contaminated water. Following the crowd wasn't sheep behavior, it was survival. Fast forward, 48,000 people bought this in the last 24 hours. 4.8 stars from 12,000 reviews. Your friends are shopping this sale right now. That's not information. That's tribal validation weaponized against your wallet. When you see a product with thousands of reviews and a little badge saying Amazon's choice, your brain doesn't process data. It sees the tribe gathering around the fire, eating safely, and wants to join. The fear of being left out, of missing the communal feast, overrides logic. Peer influence in short-form video increases purchase intent by 24%, not because the product changed, because the tribe endorsed it. Trap 3. The instant kill. Cavemen who hesitated while hunting. They starved. Speed meant survival. Grab the spear, throw it fast, eat tonight. Waiting meant watching someone else eat your meal. One-click buying was designed around that exact instinct. No typing, no confirmation screens, no time to think. Just click, dopamine hit, done. Your brain gets the same reward chemical, dopamine, whether you killed a deer or clicked buy now on a mini waffle maker you'll use twice. The thrill lasts about 90 seconds. Then the package arrives and reality sets in. You didn't need it. You never needed it. But the trap already reset and you'll fall for it again tomorrow. Here's what most people miss. These apps aren't stealing from you once. They're bleeding you slowly. Death by 1,000 micro-purchases. And because each one feels small, $9 here, $14 there, your brain never registers the wound until you're financially anemic. Let me show you the math they don't want you to see. According to research, the average American makes impulse purchases adding up to around $300 per month. Some months it's higher, some lower, but over a year, that's $3,600. Over 10 years, $36,000. Over your working lifetime, try $300,000, money that could have been a house, retirement, or financial peace. But it gets worse. 51% of people who struggle with impulse buying had to delay major financial goals because of it. 27% postponed paying off debt. More than half accumulated new debt trying to keep up with their own spending. This isn't about willpower. This is about going into financial combat unarmed while the other side has AI, behavioral psychologists, and billion-dollar budgets dedicated to making you click. You know the feeling. Payday hits your account like you just hunted a mammoth. 3 days later, you're scavenging for loose change, wondering where the meat went. Subscriptions you forgot about. Small purchases that stack up. Lightning deals that weren't deals at all, just bait dressed up pretty. And the worst part, the apps know when you're weakest. Late at night, after a bad day, when you're tired and your logic brain is offline. That's when the push notifications hit. That's when the recommended for you section fills with things you didn't search for but somehow desperately want. They're not guessing. They're tracking your behavior down to the minute, learning when your defenses drop and striking exactly then. Your ancestors survived by predicting predator patterns. These apps predict yours. Marcus, 33, delivery driver for a logistics company, married 7 years to Emma, 2 kids, Lily, 6, and Noah, 4. Salary, $3,400 a month. Rent on a 2-bedroom apartment, $1,250. He'd wake up at 4:02 every morning. Not from kids crying, not from an alarm, from panic. Heart racing, hands shaking, reached for his phone on the nightstand. Opened his banking app. Balance, $67. 17 days until payday. Scrolled down, saw it. 31 active subscriptions and payment plans. None over $92, all adding up to $540 monthly. Tuesday, October 8th, around 9:27 at night. Kids finally asleep, scrolling TikTok on the couch. Video pops up, smart home organizer. Makes your life easier, only $19 today. Emma's voice from the kitchen. Did you order something again? Marcus froze, checked his email. Confirmation, $19. Order placed. He didn't even remember clicking. That's when he knew. The traps weren't just catching him, they were draining him unconscious. He built a three-part defense system, not motivational fluff, practical barriers between his caveman brain and the buy now button. Defense 1, the 72-hour cave rule. Before any non-essential purchase, he forced a 72-hour wait, not 24, 72, long enough for the dopamine to wear off and logic to return. He created a note on his phone titled Future Purchases. Anytime he wanted something, he added it there with the date. Week 1, he added 18 items. 72 hours later, he deleted 14, realized he didn't want them. He wanted the feeling of clicking buy. Defense 2, delete the hunting grounds. Marcus removed every shopping app from his phone. Amazon, Target, TikTok, Instagram shopping gone. Not logged out, deleted. If he needed something legitimately, he could re-download it, log in, and buy it intentionally. But that 15-second friction, it killed 90% of his impulse purchases instantly. The apps are designed to eliminate friction. He added it back. Defense 3, the weekly money audit. Every Sunday at 8 p.m., he sat with Emma and reviewed every purchase from the week. Not to shame himself, to see the pattern. Thursdays around 10 p.m. were his danger zone. Tired from work, kids in bed, scrolling mindlessly. Traps triggered every single Thursday. So he changed Thursday nights, started reading instead, took a walk, anything that kept his phone across the room during his weakest hour. Day 90, Marcus checked his bank app at 7:18 a.m. on a Saturday. Balance, $1,400. First time in 6 years he had 4 figures in checking. Not because he got a raise, because he stopped feeding the traps. Emma, folding laundry, glanced over. "You've been different lately, calmer." Marcus smiled. "Just stopped letting my phone hunt me." His youngest, Noah, looked up from his toys. "Daddy, what's a phone hunt?" Marcus crouched down. "It's when you think you're playing a game, but the game's actually playing you." Marcus didn't become rich. He became someone who stopped waking up at 4:02 in a cold sweat checking his balance. Right now, grab your phone. Don't wait, I mean it, grab it. Open your banking app. Look at your last 30 days of transactions. Find 3 purchases that weren't on your original shopping list when you opened the app or website. 3 things you bought because you saw them, not because you needed them. Got them? Good. Add up those 3 purchases. Now multiply that number by 12. That's your annual bleed from just 3 traps per month. For most people, that number is between $600 and $1,800 per year. Money that could have built an emergency fund. Money that could have paid off a credit card. Money that's just gone, converted into dopamine hits and buyer's remorse. Here's your defense protocol, starting right now. Remove every shopping app from your phone today. Not tomorrow, today. Yes, even Amazon, especially Amazon. If you need to buy something legitimately, you can access it through a browser. That tiny bit of friction, typing in your login, entering your password, will stop 70% of impulse purchases dead. Institute the 72-hour rule for anything over $50. Create a note on your phone. Add potential purchases there with the date. If you still want it 3 days later, buy it. If not, delete it. Most of the time, the craving dies before the timer expires. Identify your danger zone. For Marcus, it was Thursday nights. For Sarah, it was Sunday afternoons. For you, it might be Monday mornings before work or Friday nights after a long week. Track when you make most impulse purchases, then create a barrier during those hours. Put your phone in another room. Go for a walk. Call a friend. Break the pattern before the pattern breaks your bank account. Your caveman brain kept your ancestors alive for hundreds of thousands of years. It's powerful, it's fast. It's designed to react before you think. But modern retailers weaponized those instincts against you. They turned survival tools into profit engines. Your fear of missing out, your need for social validation, your craving for instant rewards. All of it monetized, optimized, and deployed every time you open your phone. The traps don't care if you're broke. They reset every single day, waiting for you to scroll past at exactly the right moment of weakness. But now you see them. The scarcity timers aren't urgency, they're manufactured panic. The review counts aren't safety, they're herd manipulation. The one-click buttons aren't convenience, they're bypass switches for your rational brain. Comment traps deleted if you just removed a shopping app from your phone. If you're done being prey and ready to be the hunter who controls when, how, and why you spend, the video on screen right now shows you how to build a budget that actually protects your money instead of watching it bleed out monthly. Like this video if you're tired of waking up in a panic checking your balance. Share it with someone who keeps saying, "I don't know where my money goes," while their phone's hunting them silently. Subscribe because every week I show you how to go from financial prey to predator, someone who controls their cave, not someone losing it to invisible traps. And drop a comment. What's the dumbest thing an app tricked you into buying? Let's compare scars. Maybe we'll all realize we're not weak. We're just cavemen with smartphones, and the algorithms know us better than we know ourselves. Time to flip the script. Time to become the hunter again.